play some Ace Attorney?
Yeah. And I'm here.
Alright. Load game.
Probably the second one. Now it's later, 12:05 p.m.
Yeah.
So not the autosave. Just
Yeah,
do the
no the autosave.
01.
Yeah.
Their UI choices was a little weird.
April 20th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. The court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga Orley, recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regaining consciousness.
Perhaps we can hear a version of the events again.
That's the thing, you see. She's quite fatigued.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand.
Very well. The witness will take the stand.
Perhaps you could repeat your name or profession. Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser.
Nine! Not! Oh. Name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers Orley. Oh, really? Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian, and my last name sounds like oh, really. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
Where did the rest of her clothes go?
That's a good question. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. What about the past
Your previous ones should already have consequences.
Right? Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that I needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan is simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut. You swapped the cards? Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan.
Really, Orly? How droll. But it appears he made quite the mistake.
A mistake?
I agree. The trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card?
I just noticed, is that his attorney badge right there? The gold button? Nice. Hey, that's right! He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be to split free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orly. Oh, really?
Oh, really?
The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind's chick. Judge, stop.
Judge.
Cute? Who wants to be cute?
I think the
I'm
waitress
not
was the
cute.
shtick.
Yeah, exactly. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Witness testimony.
Let's get her.
The best laid traps.
What are the buttons again?
This is not, this is the testimony.
Oh, this is the regular tape.
cross-examination.
I can't cross-examine yet. Okay.
Yeah.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good, cheating defendant.
But why would he need to attack Smith if he both won and wasn't a cheater?
Right. Now why?
What's the point?
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking. Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Now we can press.
Yep. Hold it.
This planted card. Which card was it exactly? The trump card. The 5 of Hearts.
The 5 of Hearts.
The 5 of Hearts. Was there
The
even
five
a
of Hearts.
5 of Hearts on the table? Not that one, no.
I don't know.
Was like none there.
Was there 7
But
of
it was
Hearts?
supposed to be in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter too much. Let me guess. Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. What?
Because if it had a 5, then it would be three 7s and 1 ace. And so he switches out
The
The
ace of
5
the
with
5.
an ace.
I see.
to make it a full house.
I see. Okay. Makes sense. Or at least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into Red's pocket. When was this? Why, before the match, of course. While he was eating. Huh. I forgot about all the snow.
Yeah.
At the Borscht Bowl Club, we serve borscht and suckers.
Do you think it's actual snow?
This is a
That's
good
why it's
question.
so cold.
I think it
Because
is.
they want to keep the snow cold
Cold.
enough to not melt.
So, how much money does that air conditioner cost? Goodness.
Practically just making a freezer.
Yeah.
Remind me never to go.
Remind me never to go there. Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borscht, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to, and Smith searched him. So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The fifth ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card is found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. There are worse things to be known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The card disappeared. Listen. Yeah, my trump card, the 5 hearts. Important to note, 5 hearts, got it?
Yep.
Oh, is the dice pattern on her hat? That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Gone without a trace. Poof, zippo. We searched every nook and cranny. Even inside his cute little hat.
Sorry.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it? Okay. But the card is nowhere to be found. Is this correct? Never in my long storied career, never has Quick Fingers Orly been so readily duped.
Look at the pictures
Okay.
again. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. Like all of them.
His cute little hat. Do you want me to zoom in on all of
Like
them?
the first one. Look at that one. I want to see. Man, you can't really tell.
Nope. Too blurry.
Too blurry. So go back out. And then go over to...
There.
Not that one. The one with the cards and the pieces. Yeah, I don't know. You can go back and keep going.
Alright. Oh, really? So what happened to that 5 of hearts? Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant.
Oh, you go back and...
Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... Was that just now? I sensed something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. What to do? Should I press a little harder? Yes! Press! Press! Miss Early, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? You! Me? Quick Fingers Early? Hide something?
It's not looking for basic accusations.
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I didn't see it. Honest.
Did see it.
I couldn't read that. I saw it when Bright hit him with my own eyes. I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? Yeah, that's a good question. That witness, for instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Oh wait, that's you.
Oh yeah, that's Phoenix. You're right.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
Touching her neck, was it?
So yeah,
What is going on?
Enjoy this mechanic while it lasts. This is the only game it's in.
Really? Okay. Oh, what's going on? The sensation is coming into focus. There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit like I couldn't before. Oh, I can press Y. Okay.
Gotcha!
See.
Miss Orley, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. But unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what?
Indeed, Justice. I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. Huh. I'm sure of it.
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something? Maybe you'll have evidence of this memory to show us. Her habit is scratching her neck when she talks about the moment of the crime. Did she get hit in the neck or something? So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an erasable impression on your neck is this. The bottle? The phone! It's Wright's phone! The cards. Most likely the bottle. Do you think differently?
I think it's the bottle. No, wait, no. It's obviously the attorney badge.
Oh yeah, definitely the attorney badge. Wright pulled out his attorney badge and attacked her. Wait, does he even have one anymore? Anyways, bottle.
Yeah, no.
Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she
Phoenix
touches
doesn't have
her
one
neck.
anymore.
And what reminds us more of that moment in this bottle? The murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you.
This is a cross-examination, not a cross-file conjecture. The witness is... It's completely irrelevant.
Justice. I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her. Miss Early, please testify in detail about that moment of the crime. The very moment. Yeah, I'm knowing nothing. Why did she switch all of a sudden? We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please, now. Why? Bah, fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him get out of my sight until the cops got there. Yes, sir.
I mean, I have my thoughts, but, you know, maybe you can figure it yourself. Because, you know, maybe it's, you know, sealed away memories of when I played this game.
It's probably. What are you thinking? I do know
Look
that...
at your evidence. What evidence, is related to the cops?
That one. Are you thinking more than that?
That's what I was thinking. But maybe you should press a bit more first.
Yeah. Just in case. Press. Alright, let's go. Yes. You seem uneasy. You try standing up here. Your eyes are drowning all over the place. Must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like? Well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at the table until the cops came. Didn't he say he went upstairs to call them?
Yep. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're gonna get out of this witness. So, what do you think about her testimony?
I think she wasn't the one who called the cops. Oh, it's flawed.
What's that?
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony. She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that. Me too! Let's go! Miss Early, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. Ugh. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Ball Club. Ugh. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Eek! She took pictures of herself there.
Apparently.
The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. Let me guess, it was the dead guy? The victim?
Okay, so what I'm guessing happens is Smith hit her over the neck,
Yep.
knocked her out.
Showdown time. You dirty cheat, check his buckets now! It's gone. The card's gone. You lose. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to right, and he hit me. Eek!
I think it's whatever.
When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that
Is
it?
that? Yeah, the judge.
That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us?
This is madness and dreaming. And why should it be who sit with a bottle and I'm imagining all of this?
It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir?
I believe that's as the defense in this case. We are compelled to call Miss Early a big, fat liar.
What?
Three were in the room. The night of the murder, the defendant, the victim, and her. She has a motive.
A motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. The denouement of the argument was murder.
What? I didn't. I'm no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled, we catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Wright?
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility?
That he got shot through the window or something? Though he was hit. There was no bullets.
Blunt force trauma.
Still, the window. I'm sure the window's gonna come up at some point.
But there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Another person. First there was only 2, then there's 3, and now there's 4. Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
A single card was swapped in the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used.
Which means it wouldn't be Ogla Orly, because she knew about that stuff, because she was the dealer.
Mm-hmm. A 4th person.
This theory again, your 4th person doesn't exist.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court.
Oh.
Here, where there's no escape, no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
The real criminal?
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity is kindly provided for us.
Really?
And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Hold up. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Remember what I said. 4th person who swapped cards made one critical error.
He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards.
Right. How could such an obvious mistake occur?
Someone who's colorblind? I don't know.
Cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's only one person here in our court. Thought those cards were blue.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why?
Well, Paula, think you can figure out who it was?
It's not me, I swear.
Who is this 4th person? Why do I always get put on the spot like this?
Your defense. You're the one that needs to present the case. Not the defendant. Anyway, let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
I mean, I thought they were blue.
You thought they were blue because someone said that they were blue.
Ah.
At the very beginning of the trial.
I mean, I thought a Phoenix said they were blue.
But in his testimony, he said they were red.
Is it Kristoff? I have no idea. Or we can look at the history. How far back does it go?
Probably not
Not really that far enough.
Probably back to when you started.
It's like 2
today.
weeks ago. I can't.
No, not even that far.
No. Oh gosh. It was the victim, obviously. He came in and told us himself. Don't you remember that?
No,
No.
he died. Shady Smith.
I'm thinking one of these two. What do you think?
I don't want to. I already know the answer.
I have no idea.
As I expected. Your eyes and ears are sharp as your hair.
Oh, thank you. I have great hair. I was right.
Stop, Gavin. You're the fourth person that night.
Is that why he wanted me to be the defense? Goodness. But of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards.
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. Can't tell which of the cards are blue. The ones on the floor or the table.
And this one doesn't show which ones are on the floor, just what's on the table. That one is nothing. But yeah, that one's black and white. But look! I mean, Apollo brings it out. You can see the colors in this photo.
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
Mm-hmm. Goodness.
It is. Oh, sorry. It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. It was only that, a game in the pure sense. Competition, Your Honor.
A competition?
Yes, test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome.
Mm. He could have just gone with normal flame, goodness, but he was the one who messed with the cards, so.
Well, Kristoff,
he looks so put together. Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter?
No, nothing. Excuse me. It's just so sudden. Right. You aren't seriously accusing me, are you?
Oh, Kristoff? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. Oh, that's still you. Why did I read it?
Oh, yeah.
I just really liked the line.
Yeah. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far.
Scumbag. Sincerely? The defendant accusing us of sincerity of murder.
I assure you, I'm quite sane.
What is possible connection can Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
Wasn't worried that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin, the victim, I've never.
Well, what if they have?
Alright.
There's a possibility, after all. And they had met that night, before the game started.
What are you suggesting? Is the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
The defense would like to request no such thing.
I believe I'm the one in charge, Kristoff. You put me in charge. Mr. Gavin?
Testimonies must relate to the case.
But it does.
How could anything happening before that game of poker be related?
What if it got him killed, the victim? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Gavin.
As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley...
Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Yes, exactly. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony? No need. Just immediately fills the game.
Yeah.
I would like to hear the testimony. This is Mr. Wright's strategy. He is planning this all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court.
It too, Justice. You betray me, your teacher.
I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please.
He already had.
Again. He's finally with
He like shoved Orly out of the way and just
he just pushes
put
her.
himself there. That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph.
Hmm.
J.D. Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl is knocked out cold and Smith is uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead.
A cut?
That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin.
Mr. Gavin, you were at the Borscht Club the night of the murder?
I dined with him rather frequently.
Did he talk to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
Quite against my will. I'd become involved in a murder. I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. Planning this all along, weren't you, right? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when you took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong.
Very well. The defense may cross-examine the witness.
Justice.
Sir,
He's lying, and you're going to expose him.
that I am. Understood, sir. Mr. Graven versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial?
That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph.
You had dinner with Mr. Gavin?
Yes, he dines with me in the Borscht Bowl Club quite frequently. We were enjoying a usual dinner at our usual spot, as usual.
Usual.
I was at the table closest to the piano.
The one in the photo?
Yep.
I see it. Where did where Mr. Smith was sitting?
Oh, the plates and such were on the table from your dinner?
Indeed, the remnants of my meal at Kristoff. We dined for 2 hours, then Kristoff left. For that... Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left.
I'm looking at the picture again. There was soup, and then there was like a... I'm guessing the soup is borscht. I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's like 2 things they sell. But
remember
yeah,
what the other one
two,
was.
two, two things of food. So, mine's
Yeah.
up.
Beef bun.
5 minutes? So the 2 of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time.
That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure.
Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Kristoff Gavin and Shady Smith may have met.
I believe I did say that.
I was so nervous about this meeting. And now here they just passed him up.
That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder.
Well, it would be. If that were all that really happened.
Come on, Mr. Wright. What are you hiding this time?
When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress.
About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orley mentioned. The plan was simple, elegant really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I used to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would be shut.
And blah blah blah.
Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Yes, that one.
Yes, harmless prank in essence.
Harmless. Only one person died.
It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it.
A quirk?
I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card.
The card she planted.
Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of Hearts.
That was right? 5
Yeah.
of hearts.
That's what she said. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card. Before the game.
Before the game, where is it? Disposed? Where?
An empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me.
Wait. This one?
Look at it. Let's see if there's something inside. No, I don't see anything.
I don't see anything either. Weird.
Maybe it'll appear like,
Oh.
right when we. See the card inside the bottle.
How? You can't really throw it in a bottle. You have to like push it in.
Yeah, it's probably like folded it or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
A bottle of grape juice.
The murder weapon?
Yes, folded up and shoved it in. Clear glass makes it hard to see.
Very hard to see. We tried to examine it several times. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like terrific drama. A card inside the murder weapon. That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3, approves of this battle of wits. Please revise your testimony with this new information.
But yeah, it's not there.
It's not there. We looked at it thoroughly. Should I just press him? Right now?
You just present it, yeah.
Do I press this first and then present it? Or...
I don't know. I think it's enough. Because you pressed to find it in the first place. I don't think you need to press it again. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes you do, but you already know what evidence contradicts it, so. Unless you want to get all the dialogue.
I don't know.
There's a lot.
I bet there is. Mr. Wright, if I may.
Yes.
I've examined the bottle and I don't see any card in there.
No.
What, Mr. Wright? Surely... ... isn't all you have to say for yourself.
Can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however.
Huh?
I'm just the fifth person to take it out.
Because he's the fourth.
Oh, and the sixth person could have helped.
Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client.
My apologies, Your Honor.
I don't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing.
So, what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear?
I don't know if Mr. Wright is dumb enough to lie in court. So
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence. Oh.
Push him harder, Justice. Break him.
Okay, Krista. Goodness.
It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO.
Why do I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore?
Yeah, DVD.
Uh, You made the calls to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct?
Exactly. Cell phones don't get signal down in the hideout.
Was anyone else on the first floor at the time?
Not a soul. It was in the middle of the night after all.
Oh, we have snow in this picture too.
Yep.
I want a broken wall, goodness. And interesting rafters.
And so there, in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone.
Oh, really?
When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead.
And when you returned, the victim was already...
Dead, yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in.
A little?
He was bleeding from his forehead, after all.
I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that.
Oh, so I just realized that's why his fingerprints are on the bottle in the first place.
Oh, because he put it in the bottle.
Yeah.
I see.
And I guess he just grabbed it in the reverse grip way. I don't know.
Shoved it in bottom from the top. And...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad strategy. So did he have to
You
go
can
back
do it either way.
upstairs to do this phone call?
Probably.
Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin?
I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Kristoff's losses would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved, after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high.
Oh, goodness. Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about?
Justice, you know what you have to do.
Do I?
He's lying. Expose him. Now.
Yes, sir. I have to think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with this testimony? Truth has to be in there somewhere. Go back to the beginning.
I'm not sure if you're able to right now, but try looking at the phone. I'm pretty sure at some point.
What are the cards in there?
Maybe I'm thinking of a different case, but you know, try moving your cursor over like one of the on buttons or something.
I think I checked the
Or the screen.
buttons.
Yeah, but some things might change because you know it was revealed that he made another call. I don't know. I think I might be confusing it with another case from our earlier game.
I think this is the only thing.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Photograph.
Ooh, I think I know what it is.
Yeah?
But I want to see if you can figure it out yourself first.
Great.
Maybe you don't have it. Never mind.
That's not really a cut, though, is it? I mean, I guess it is. Otherwise, how would there be blood?
Yeah. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh boy. I want to know if he went back upstairs for this phone call. I would assume he did. Ugh. Um. Why did Kristoff leave when neither of their foods were finished?
Eh.
It's like they had been eating for 2 hours and their food wasn't finished.
People are weird. I don't know.
Also, who took this photograph? Oh, right, the one lady did.
Yeah.
Because she was taking lots of photographs. Why are these pictures in black and white?
Because they were the, these were the police's photos. The other were her photos. Maybe.
Even this one.
Maybe that one was just specifically in color. I don't know. I'm not. Yeah.
Those
I know
are definitely the
one-
police.
Yeah, first and second are police. The third might be by her, and then the fourth, who knows?
Do I present the photo for some reason?
I don't think so.
Trap. We already went on him on this one. I mean, I guess we haven't pressed him on this one again. Why in the bottle?
Perceive my opponent's intent immediately. Used to entrapment, you see. I know it was coming.
Ho ho ho. So you struck first. I like that.
I don't have every trick in the book. It don't work on me.
At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. Uncontrollable. I don't find that interesting when, you know, he was still in the seat that they were playing the game at. Didn't get up.
And go back to evidence.
Evidence?
Yeah. Look at the autopsy report real quick. 2 a.m. So between 1:45 and 2:15. And go back. Go to the phone. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. I didn't mean look at it. I just wanted to see what it said.
Yeah, it doesn't say any times.
Nope.
Ugh. I feel like I just need to save and try pressing something. Not pressing, but you know,
Presenting.
shoving evidence. Let's see, where's the save button?
Like plus.
Maybe I had to. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Okay, look through the full stuff again. The testimony.
Testimony. What part?
Forward. And go like back to the beginning. Okay, go back forward to the fourth one, I think.
I do find it interesting his how he moves when he does stuff. It's like this is a normal look, but on that one,
everything is normal look except for that one,
which he looks down,
and his last one. But that's because it seems he's mocking Kristoff.
Right.
And so it makes it seem
This one's
like
suspicious.
by the clues he gave us, he wants us to look at this one.
Yeah. And we did press this one. I'm gonna press it again. See what he said. You made a call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly, cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Is anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not a soul. It's in the middle of the night after all. It's there in the darkened restaurant. I called the cops. After making a call, I returned to the hideout.
I think my best bet might actually be the last one. And you present, I don't know, the phone.
Well, let's try it. I saved.
No.
Nope. Sound's still going. Sorry, but I don't see
I can
it.
see nothing faulty. Boom.
Oh. Oh, okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not dead. Okay. So you just do the same thing on this one for the heck of it? Or do you have a better one?
I don't know.
Your Honor, no. Yeah. Well, take the hit. Thank you.
Well, go to presents. Okay, yeah, I can't do that. So
I just don't know what
look
else
through our
to look at.
evidence.
Deathly bottle, current photo 2, red cell phone, Olga's photos, chips, photo, and cards. Should we present that photo at the very beginning? What do you think?
That seems less plausible to me.
Yeah?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't have any ideas, though.
You're the one in control.
I mean, it could do this one. Alright, you're not being helpful. Give me a hint, please, right? Just say the thing. Yep. Good. Yep. Yeah. Take the hit, thank you. Ugh. I mean, I do have people. Where is the people thing? I can't
You
go to
can't
people.
present it. Yeah.
I can't present people.
You can press, and then you're able to look at evidence normally, but while you're cross-examining, you can't present people in this game.
I
Seems.
see.
Or at least in this case.
Ugh. Yeah, a dinner they didn't finish. Two hours, as I said, and it's not finished. What are your thoughts? We're pretty low on health here.
What we saved is
We did. Yeah, nothing there. Not at all. How do you know, Judge? Just saying, how do you know for sure? Should I, like, go back to my save point now, or?
probably.
Let's see. Alright, I have literally no more ideas. I am so stuck. There's two where he makes different faces. I mean, I could see if he says anything about Mr. Smith being uncontrollable. What a weird face to die with. It's all scrunched up.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's just skip it, skip it, skip it, skip it. Should we just look it up?
No.
No? Fine.
I mean, I could look it up, and then I could try to lead you to the answer.
Sure. I mean, you're the one who's already played the
Who
game
you-
anyways.
Yeah.
It's not spoiling too much for you. I wish I could rip this tape off. Find what's hidden in his phone. It was the card all along. It's in the phone. Nothing new to click on here, yeah?
Okay, okay. So,
I have an idea what I'm missing.
yes. So, look at the next statement. And now look at your evidence.
Oh yeah, they had to take the hat off, didn't they?
Wrong one.
Nah, okay. Fair enough.
Do the other one.
Ow. Oh, right. The
one that
the
has
one
the
with the
hat
hat on.
Yeah.
Thank you. Duh. Pay attention.
There we go.
Okay. Yay.
Yes?
Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead.
Good point.
He looks so proud of me.
Justice! Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it.
Okay, sure, Kristoff. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court?
Ah, tried to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head.
Huh?
Yeah?
You put the hat on the dead man's head?
He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, said it was in full view. Shining bright, just like in this photograph.
And?
Picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head.
Why did you do something like that?
Good question.
All I can say is I'm sorry. Now, that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene.
So, Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's, his head.
I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head.
Oh.
Ah, here we go again.
Mr. Gavin?
Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case.
Hey, he's still our client, isn't he?
I believe that's enough of that.
Mr. Gavin?
This witness's testimony, more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. We're going to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Wow. You certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kristoff. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone.
Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here.
I mean, yeah. Huh?
When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. When I put the hat on the victim's head, I
let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well.
Huh. A reason?
That reason is right here.
Your cell phone?
At night. Recall that I spoke with Defense Attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play back for the court.
Yes.
First off, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean, someone cracked that flawless bone china plate? Bone china pate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. See, he misread it, or misheard it as well.
Yeah, bone china plate.
Kind of porcelain. Smooth and shiny. And not plate, but pate. He was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead.
But how did he know he was bald when he was wearing a hat? When there was a chance for them to have crossed. In the hallway.
That's you.
And the court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Oh, I wasn't even thinking. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club?
Certainly.
Then how did he know? When did he see this bone china plate? Oh, that's right.
Yes. That was when I began to see my good friend in a different light.
He caught it on when he got the phone call.
Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. I spotted Mr. Smith's head again. I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. Reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it, Phoenix Wright? Has it, Phoenix Wright?
Order. I will have order, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
Well, as a prosecutor,
Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes. After which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that?
Crystal clear, Your Honor.
Very well. This will be the final recess for the day. April 20th, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. Who'd have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Who should voice?
Here, I'll be Trucy,
Okay. Huh?
since you're Apollo.
Right. Huh? What?
Hello, sir. Please pick a card.
What's all this about? It's a red card. Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
A trump card.
The card you have chosen is magical.
Right.
Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace. Where do I remember that card from? Can I look at this stuff? Yeah, I can. Oh, he's that one. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces and Mr. Wright's 2. It is 5 aces in all. Right. It is true. I've seen it. The 5th ace. That was cheating, I swear to you. Is that why it was taken out? Because it had blood on them or something? The missing 5th ace. Wait, this blotch of red. Is this blood?
You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. Father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it.
This blood-stained card is my trump card for finding the truth? I think it is, Apollo. I think it is. I fell deep into thoughts as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl, I'd seen her recently, but where? That's when I made the connection. Ah, in the locket, yeah. She was so much younger. Aww.
She was wearing pink instead of blue.
Yeah. Bloody ace added to the court's record. April 20th, 2:45 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Wait, I thought we were in courtroom number 3.
I think we were on 2. We might have been in defendant's lobby number 3.
Oh, okay. Court will now reconvene. Defense attorney Christoph Gavin, will you please take the stand? Now then, if you would, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, Mr. The witness state his name and occupation.
Is this farce necessary, Your Honor?
Believe me, far stranger things have gone in this courtroom. Like
Fine, I'll play along.
like a parrot
Yeah.
being cross-examined. First, there's one thing we need to have made clear. How did you know about this secret beneath the victim's hat? By secret, I'm guessing he means the fact that Mr. Smith is bald. Is he calling it a secret because the judge is not feeling great about his baldness or something?
Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it.
Almost like it's a sensitive subject. Right?
I wouldn't call it inordinate, Mr. Gavin.
Mr. Wright!
What do you think you're doing right?
Wow. Things sure look different from the other side. You know what I mean, Apollo. Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a second. Victim wore that hat all night, never once taking it off, except for that one time.
That one time being the instant he was hit. Oh. When Mr. Wright returned from reporting the crime, the hat was lying on the floor. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, he would have had to been there in the hideout at the time of the crime.
In other words, it must be the real killer, is what you're trying to say.
Or at least you're hiding something, Kristoff. Was that hat, like, given to him by his daughter? 'Cause it says Papa.
Probably. Not bad, Apollo.
Mr. Gavin? What
I'm
now?
afraid I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
What?
Oh, I assure you, I have the noblest of intentions. I did it all to protect my client, Mr. Wright.
Oh, really?
Yet I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well. Let me tell you the truth of what happened that night.
Finally, you may begin your testimony. Tell us, how are you involved in the current events of that fateful night?
The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club. Went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideouts.
Oh, I knew the window.
Must have been right after the murder took place. The victim was dead, as he appears in the photo. Bald head, an unconscious girl, and Wright, holding a bottle in his hand. I sensed that was not the best place for me to be at the time, and so I left. That's when the call came from Wright.
So, you witnessed the murder?
For better or worse, I missed the actual moment of the deed.
Mr. Gavin, may I remind you that you are Mr. Wright's defense team? And he's also being cross-examined right now, so... Your testimony is clearly disadvantageous. That's a hard word.
Disadvantageous.
Disadvantageous. There we go. To your client.
Disadvantageous, yeah. What else could I say? I'm standing on the witness stand, after all. So you are, Mr. Gavin. And you had to testify as you just did. You had to tell them you saw the scene of the crime through that little window.
Mr. Wright?
You had to say that. Because that was the only probable window of opportunity. Right, Apollo?
Oh. Mr. Wright, the defense should do the cross-examination, not the defendant. Mr. Justice, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. I can't believe I'm going up against Mr. Gavin. This trial's getting weirder and weirder. It's almost as if you're like in a video game about this kind of stuff. Weird.
The rage I sensed in that man that night troubled me, so I returned to the club.
man. You mean Mr. Smith?
He was different from the other customers. His aura, shall we say. I know he was a serious poker player, but it was more than that.
So that you knew the true nature of a giant client's job?
Of course. But I also knew he wasn't engaged in gambling, which would be illegal.
Well, it makes sense that he'd know. They were friends after all.
Right from my friends, I returned to the court. See, I feared Mr. Smith might be someone coming to settle an old score.
I see. What happened then?
Went down to the basement and peeked in through the little window to the hideouts.
The little window. You mean the one used to keep watch up the stairs?
Yes, a relic of the ancient past. And the black marketeers used it, I believe.
Why did you go through the trouble of peeking in through that window? Wouldn't it have been easier to just open the door and go into the room?
Didn't want to upset Wright, you see.
Upset Mr. Wright?
Yes, one of my fears had been unfounded. I'd be walking in on their match. Bad form, to say the least.
So far, everything he's saying makes sense. How do you know it was right after the murder?
Really, no need to shout, Justice. I was just getting to that part in my testimony. Ah, there he is. The coolest defense in the West, we know and love. You when you're standing up there on the witness stand, some things never change. I was afraid you'd change too, right? But you haven't. You and that overbearing personality of yours.
For friends like Liz, who needs enemies?
Victim was dead as he appears in photo.
By photo, you mean the second photograph of the crime scene?
Sorry. Precisely. You see, he wasn't wearing his hat then. I saw his head when he was dead.
And then Mr. Wright came along and replaced his hat.
Can you describe the scene of crime grass?
Those are the only 3 at the scene of the crime?
Yes, as far as I saw, at least.
And we're back to where we started. Kevin was the defendant. Peter's right. Who else could it have been? But why didn't you talk to the police?
2 reasons.
2 reasons. First, I didn't actually witness the very moment of the crime. Second, my office was asked to defend Wright. Even after seeing what I had seen, I couldn't abandon my friend.
There must have been someone else there at the moment of the crime.
Injustice. I just said, I saw no one. Not a soul.
But that goes against what Mr. Wright said.
Ah, yes. This mysterious 4th person. Who would conveniently be the real killer, I suppose. I'm glad to see we agree, Mr. Gavin. Let me pose a question then. Tell me, what possible reason did the real the real killer, have to swap cards in the victim's hands? Perhaps you can show us a reason why such a thing would be necessary.
I mean, I do have something. I mean, we do have something.
Remember, Apollo, the card that was swept out was the 5th ace.
Fifth ace, right. Yeah, I have evidence. Oh, I got evidence showing the reason why a card was swapped out. I should read my lines. Then go ahead and point out your reason, Mr. Justice. Why did the killer take the 5th ace? The reason is, this.
Is that an ace?
Why it's got blood on it? Right next to the spade.
What?
His face. Ah, beautiful. You're starting to crack him.
That's insane. I feel like talking about this.
Could this be? Could this be the missing 5th ace?
Conceivable. How could you... What are you doing with that card?
Well, that's the thing. Why is Mr. Kevin so upset? I don't know. It's just a fishy card from some fishy girl.
Oh, that card? It's mine. That is, I picked it up at the Boys School Club the night after the murder had occurred.
No.
I gave it to my daughter. Cards are her stock and trade, after all.
Objection!
No, impossible, unacceptable. The court can't accept this evidence. It's a fraud. A fraud? How can you be so sure? What? I think the only person who could claim this was a fraud would be the one who took the real card from the crime. The real killer.
Dun dun dun.
Allow me to elaborate. What if there's a trace of blood? What's the reason?
The reason for
For the killer to take the card from the scene of the crime.
Where are you going with this?
Take another look at the photo and the victim's head. In the moment of the crime, his hat fell to the floor. And trickled blood ran from his forehead down to the back of his head. One drop of that blood had fallen on one of those cards.
And so it was like in his hat or something? I suppose.
And the killer then took the card to hide the blood.
Objection!
Regardless, evidence is non-permissible. Oh? Right, regardless of that you wasted the last 7 years, you used to be a lawyer. You know what a serious crime it is to conceal evidence. Oh, we can discuss the fine points of our legal system later.
It is a very questionable one.
What's important now is that I've answered your question. What are you talking about? You wanted to know why the killer would have taken a card from the crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've told you. One drop of blood would have been decisive evidence, you see.
Objection!
This is baseless conjecture. Baseless.
Objection!
Good job. Oh, I assure you, it's quite based. What? It's amazing, really. Not a single drop of blood on a single card can lead us to the truth. It's quite simple. Well, Apollo,
Yes?
try picturing the scene of the crime. in your head.
Alright. This isn't really my head, but we'll pretend it is. Oh, look at that window.
Murder took place in the hideout. The body of the luckless victim was found at the poker table. And, before the killer swapped the card out, there was a single card with a drop of blood in the victim's hand. Not his actual hand, his deck hand, whatever.
Right.
Given this, there's one decisive problem with the scene.
Because his blood only went backwards, it didn't come forwards.
Two.
Well, what is it?
Keep it simple, shall we? Given that there was a drop of blood on the card, whose position in this diagram doesn't fit? Victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses? Whose position doesn't fit?
I can't look at my stuff.
I'll think it through.
I'm thinking it's the victim. What do you think?
I know the answer to this one, so
Oh, you're right, sure.
this isn't what I'm stumped on. I know the answer.
I cannot look at pictures. Well, whatever. Well, isn't it the victim's position that's the problem? We don't follow your logic here, Mr. Justice. Well, look. The victim was struck in the head, sending him back in his chair. You'd think any blood would fall behind the body, not onto the table in front of him. Ah. Take a look at the photo again. If he bled in this position, the blood would fall on the floor, not on the cards. Why, that's right. So what does this mean?
Incidentally, we were sitting in swivel chairs.
Swivel chairs? Oh man.
Paul, try turning the chair around.
How do I... Okay, there we go. The chair was facing the other way. It would have to be, which means he was probably talking to someone else. So I have to assume that the victim's chair was facing away from the table. When Mr. Wright returned from informing the police, which way was the chair facing? Remember, there's only one thing
Came
that
back to the room.
changed.
The body was facing as seen in this photo.
That would mean the killer turned the chair back around.
Let's take the next step. Look at the diagram once more. We know now that the victim was facing away from the table at the time of the murder.
Mm.
But there's another significant contradiction.
Okay.
Let's test our reasoning skills, shall we? Paul, whose location on this diagram contradicts our new understanding of the crime? The victims, the killers, the witnesses, the second witnesses?
The killer? Because
Yeah.
you need a hit from over here, not from me over here.
Take that!
was struck from the front, correct?
Indeed.
Well, wouldn't it be hard for the killer to hit him from the front? Sitting where his indicator currently is.
I would think it would be quite hard, yes.
What you're saying makes no sense. How would the victim suddenly turn to face the wall in the middle of the game?
Oh, what was the? It was like a wardrobe or something. What was
Yeah.
the thing he's facing?
I believe a sufficient reason will soon come to light.
It's glass, huh? Yeah, that's all I am.
There's something in this diagram makes far less sense, actually. Look again at the diagram. Follow. The victim was struck while he was sitting as shown here. Where would his assailant be standing? Try marking it on the diagram.
But there's no room to put a mark where the killer should be.
Don't worry. Let's think it through and see what we can find. We know the victim was facing toward the wall at the scene at the time of the crime. So it's the only thing we know for sure. Try to forget about everything else. Where would the killer have to be standing to strike our victim from the front?
In this, right here. The killer had to be standing well, here.
You get points for flair. That's about all you get.
Heck. I thought it was on something there too.
I need to point out, standing there will be impossible.
Would it though, Pain?
The victim is facing a solid cupboard. Are you claiming the killer climbed the cupboard and hit him from above?
Simple logic, really. This was the only place the killer could have been standing. That means that at the very moment of the crime,
Wait, I know. At the moment of the crime, the cupboard wasn't there. What's this now?
I mean, that's the only explanation. Right, Mr. Gavin? Your Honor, I have a suggestion for the defense. You should arrange to examine the cupboard and hideout immediately.
Bailiff, send a team to the crime scene immediately. Have them try to move the cupboard.
Your Honor,
What?
there's one more thing your men should look for. Please give this to the bailiff.
Yes, I see. You do belong in the courtroom after all, Mr. Wright.
I do my best. Let's forge ahead here while we wait. Look at the diagram once more. It's been changed. The killer was standing here at the time of the crime, and this cupboard wasn't there. Which means... Paulo, try moving the cupboard.
You blocked the window.
Thank you. As you can see, the cupboard was the problem. And the murder has to have been shown as here. Everything is in place to reconstruct the moment of the crime. Oh my! What's this?
What is it now?
Look at the diagram of the crime scene once more. It appears we found yet another contradiction. But I believe to be the final conjunction, in fact.
Huh? Oh, dang.
Notice something, Apollo?
I knew it as soon as you talked about moving the cupboard.
Our line of deduction is rapidly approaching its logical conclusion.
Now then, Mr. Justice, please point to the new contradicting indicator. Is the victim the killer, the witness, the second witness? Definitely the second witness. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme.
Take that!
About this
how-
cupboard. Are we
Sorry.
all... Were you talking in Mr. Payne's voice?
Maybe.
Are we all okay with assuming it was moved?
Sure, why not?
Well, if it was, something really doesn't fit. The cupboard would completely cover up the window to the stairs. Ah! That's right. Someone standing outside would be able to see in. Someone like Mr. Gavin.
What did you say? What did you say? Oh, this is the coolest defense of the West, losing his cool. You don't expect me to play along with your little game, right? It's only a game until someone gets killed, Mr. Gavin. And someone was. The window to that room was blocked by a cupboard. So, Mr. Gavin, perhaps you'd like to explain to the court. Exactly, where did you witness the crime scene from?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Order. This is a court of law, and I will have order. We just now received word from our investigative team at the Worship Hall Club. They've examined the cupboard and the hideout, Your Honor. Oh? And what did they find? Well, Your Honor, it turns out there is a secret passage behind it. Ha ha! What?
Yes. I believe I mentioned something of the sort before. This is one of the tricks to the room many of our regulars know about.
I do remember him saying something about that, now that he mentions it.
A secret passage is a handy thing to have when you're engaged in legal goings-on.
Mm-hmm.
Never know when you might need to duck away from the eyes of the law.
So the room has a secret passage. Where does it go?
The other side connects to the restaurant above. The underworld bosses could get away from the cops. And enjoy a cold bowl of borscht, no doubt. Just like our killer. You see where a line of simple deductive reasoning has led us, Apollo?
Yeah. I see it, but I don't believe it. The girl wasn't kidding when she said I needed this trump card for the last hand. At the time of the murder, the window was blocked, and the victim's hat was only off his head for the few minutes between Mr. Smith's murder and Mr. Wright's return from calling the cops. In other words, the only place anyone could have seen the victim's bald head was from inside the hideout. Well, Mr. Gavin, come on, say something. Dare I ask what really happened that night? Actually, I think we can probably figure it out ourselves at this point. That night, for whatever reason, our killer had a date with Mr. Smith. A date with destiny. There he crouched, hidden in the secret passageway behind the cupboard, holding his breath, waiting for just the right moment. Then the chance came and he took it.
Alright, that's probably early. What? Why did you do that? Why Wait here, I'll get help.
Mr. Olga Orley was out cold, struck by Mr. Smith. But his time was soon to come. Mr. Wright went upstairs to call the cops, leaving Mr. Shady Smith alone in the hideout with the unconscious dealer. Then our killer stepped out from the secret passage and into the hideout. The victim must have
heard the cupboard sliding aside.
He wheeled his chair around to look and smack. After the deed was
done,
Alright,
Criminal
let's go.
must have seen the blood on the card. Would have, of course, realized the need to destroy the evidence.
a single spot of blood told the whole story of the crime.
Too bad for him, he didn't linger any longer in the hideout that night. If he had, he might have noticed the cards on the floor and the fact that they were all red. I got a fun chat over here.
Oh.
It's, howdy pals, Dick Gumshoe here, ace detective and definitely not an ace defective? Is that it? Yeah, defective.
Yeah,
Fun. All in character.
that's what. I think that's what was it? Maya says to, the guy that says Ace Detective. I think Maya says Ace Detective, more like Ace Defective.
Oh, that does sound like her. Well,
What's his name? Luke at me. That's what it was.
it seems this trial has taken yet another turn. I'm truly, truly sorry. Sorry. I had to see this day come, Mr. Gavin. He's still kind of smiling. Mr. Gavin?
Sorry. Give me a second.
Mr. Payne.
I'm gonna button.
Thanks for following.
I realized I hadn't.
They also followed.
Um,
You both followed.
yippee.
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecution will continue its investigation. As for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the defendant, he is hereby cleared of all suspicion. We win. Believe me when I say that I don't believe this is happening, Mr. Gavin. But I'm afraid circumstances call for me to issue a warrant for arrest immediately.
Objection!
Oh, no need to apologize. I rather enjoyed myself.
Uh-huh.
It's not every day you get to witness a legendary attorney's dirty tactics firsthand.
Mm.
Your point, Mr. Gavin.
Frankly, Your Honor, I'm shocked. That a person of your caliber would be taken in by such a low-grade parlor trick.
Excuse me?
The defendant is cleared of all suspicion. It's hardly the time for jokes, Your Honor. Mr. Wright hasn't proven anyone's guilt or innocence here. What he's done is use illegal evidence to put the blame on someone else. Not just anyone else, but me, his own defense attorney.
I'm his defense attorney. Illegal evidence?
Objection!
Let me ask you, Mr. Gavin. Is there still any reason at present to suspect me of wrongdoing? Of course, this bottle, for instance.
Was he the one that took it out of the bottle? The bottle of grape juice Mr. Wright was drinking.
How do you intend to explain away the fingerprints on the murder weapon? Not just any fingerprints. Am I right, Mr. Payne?
Actually, yes. The fingerprints on the bottle were, upside down.
I seem to recall this being an issue earlier.
The court, in this case, demand an explanation. I can think of only one reason why I wanted to hold the bottle upside down.
What, to shove a card in it? Yeah, definitely.
And then it's to hit someone with the bottom of the bottle. Well, Your Honor? Ah. See how the caught fish squirms to the last. Well, Apollo?
Yes?
Your boss seems awfully concerned about this bottle still. I'm sure you can come up with a suitable explanation, just like that.
I do. I just don't know what. Yeah. Just like, what? Why would anyone grab a bottle upside down other than to gulp? Drink it?
Take something out of it.
I mean, to be fair, he was probably Esu. Yeah.
Don't let him trick you into thinking his explanation is the only legitimate one.
Is there really another?
Take another look at the court record. I believe you'll find a simple answer there, in plain sight.
Got it. How about you just say the answer in plain words? It would be hasty to deliver a verdict with unanswered questions, indeed. Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Gavin said that the court, in this case, demand an explanation. Don't worry, Justice. Don't worry. Justice won't leave until justice is done. Funny catchphrase there.
Yeah.
And perhaps the
His
defense.
last name is Justice. Justice won't leave until justice is done.
Perhaps the defense would care to enlighten the court. What evidence do you have to explain why the fingerprints on the bottle were upside down? Okay. That's great. I love,
Oh no.
I love
I-
this.
Okay, I know the answer, but it's kind of simple.
It's simple. Okay. So,
Yeah.
don't overthink it
Just
too
simple
much.
logic. Yeah, it's just simple logic. Why would you pick it up upside down? It is not the bottle.
No, I'm just using it as a way to see. Bottle. Silly fact here, but it doesn't have a lid on over here. But it has a lid on in this. Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
I think I'm already too far. It's like, if you're
Already
drinking it,
overthink it.
if you're drinking it, it wouldn't be upside down.
No, but here, go look at the picture, with Wright and Shady on the table. How would you pick it up?
Ooh,
Bottles on the floor.
right. You just pick it
Would you
up.
reach down and pick it up normally, or would you just pick it up upside down?
Yeah, because your hand would be more convenient upside down, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And so is it this photo?
That's what I would assume.
It's actually easier to show you than explain, Your Honor. Place that bottle on the floor next to your chair. Excuse me, on the floor? Yes. Now reach down and pick it up. Without getting out of your chair. See? You naturally go to pick up the bottle by its neck. With your fingers. Upside down. Very simple explanation. Pretty good. Look at this photograph taken on the night of the murder. The defendant, Mr. Wright, sat here, playing piano, bottles of grape juice on the floor to the side of his piano bench. You have naturally picked up the bottles upside down several times. Wow, I can't believe it was that simple.
I recall our dinner that evening, Christoph. I was drinking my usual juice then, too.
Basically, you use the bottle on the table to do the deed. But then you must have remembered. So you went and picked up one of the bottles from under the piano. And you switched the bottles. Oh, that means the card is in a different bottle. Somewhere else. You took one of Mr. Wright's bottles and
That's
made
why.
it look like the murder weapon. Order, order, order. What do you have to say to these charges, Mr. Gavin?
Fascinating.
He's still smiling.
So this is the legendary attorney's famed tactic of misdirection.
What?
You claim that I switched the bottle.
But it's obvious he switched the bottle because the card.
Where's your proof?
Oh, did he ask the... Was that what his note was about? Was to find the other bottle? Maybe.
Probably.
Proof? Well, that's,
As I thought, for baseless conjecture. I'm afraid your bottle of proof is quite empty.
Objection!
Ooh.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your Honor, you initiated the investigation of the hideout earlier. Recall I requested an additional investigation.
I knew it. Yes. I have your memo about that here. Retrieve the bottles from under the piano at the Borscht Bowl Club. And here's one of the bottles in question.
Are you going to dust that for fingerprints too?
No need.
I'd be surprised if anyone on that but his.
Mr. Gavin probably wouldn't make such a novice mistake. True. That bottle won't bear trace of anything except for a card.
Say, Apollo,
Yes?
Why don't you go ahead and examine that bottle?
But why?
Just humor me.
He's not smiling when he says that. Mr. Wright.
That bottle will solve this case once and for all.
What? Come on, let me look at the bottle. You can't. There it is. There it is.
The Five of Hearts.
There's something inside the bottle. Here we go. Here it is. What's this?
Mario, can't be. Recall that unpleasant woman's testimony for a moment.
Miss Olga Orley?
Yes, our little swindling Devochka.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the last hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Wait, this isn't... You're telling me that this is the planted card you disposed of? Yes, that's obvious, Apollo. The one you mentioned in this piece of testimony?
I put my hand in my pocket, found a card. Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the Five of Hearts. I had a feeling something might happen to it, so I disposed of the card before the game.
Disposed? Where?
There's an empty bottle of grape juice I've been drinking right beside me. Threw the card inside the bottle. Five of Hearts. This is the card. The bottles are swapped. The only one who could have done that was the fourth person in the club that night. You, Mr. Christoph Gavin.
How is gravity-defying powers there?
That is all. This your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright?
Revenge?
Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic. Straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction.
Ah. I'm Justice.
Fine. I'm glad we're gonna have this little tete-a-tete, right?
That's insane. I mean, I can't prosecute anymore.
I believe this time we've finally come to the end of our trial. Mr. Payne, do you have a report for us on Christoph Gavin?
He's admitted everything. We're processing his arrest now.
I see. Still, one has to wonder why he would do such a thing. He didn't even have a connection to the victim, did he?
None that we know of.
Mr. Wright, have you anything to add?
I'm afraid I can't shed any more light on the matter.
About this victim, Mr. Shady Smith? His occupation was listed as traveler. An odd profession, to be sure. And that's all we know about him.
I arrange a follow-up investigation, Your Honor.
Good. Mr. Wright?
Yes?
7 years, and you still haven't lost your touch.
Good stuff, Gavin. Was a man with much significance for me, both as a friend and a lawyer.
He was extremely talented, to be sure.
Needed two things before I could confront him. First was a place where no injustice would be tolerated, this courtroom. Second was a man who would tolerate no injustice. In other words, defense attorney. You, Apollo.
Me?
This is a dark time for our legal system. Twisting of justice brought on by their very own initial trial system. You have to set it right.
Mr. Wright.
Our work lies ahead of us, and I, for one, looking forward to it.
Well, this seems like a good time to announce a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay! Why did they have confetti in the court?
Yeah.
That's one of my questions from the other game, too. The court is adjourned. Yippee! Yippee! April 20th, 4:28 p.m. District Court, Defend Lobby, number 3. That's where the number 3 is from.
Yep. Thanks, Apollo. Came through, just like I thought you would.
I'm pretty sure I didn't do a thing in there. I wouldn't say that, Apollo. It was you who cornered Mr. Gavin the killer.
I couldn't have done it by myself. You sensed it too today, didn't you? Your ability.
Ability?
Yes, sensitivity I lack. I've come to understand it soon enough.
How does he even know about that? Wait, I wonder if he means... I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is that true? Of course it's true. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? What was that, Mr. Wright?
Find the answer to that question yourself.
The answer, right. Today was full of questions without answers. Most of them about Mr. Gavin.
Possible reason could he have had to commit murder? Perhaps you'll learn that in the days to come.
Huh? Wait, you don't know? Do you?
His locket is the key.
Huh? Oh, that reminds me. I met the girl whose picture is in your locket. Your daughter, right?
That's right, she's my daughter. You know, you were right about this locket.
Was... Huh?
I took this off his neck the night he died.
I figured.
But it looks like our dear Russian scam artist saw me. The truth is, this locket really did belong to him.
Okay. Wait, but that's perjury. You testified you said that locket was yours.
I said no such thing, actually.
You just said that his daughter was it. Huh?
I merely said that it was a locket with my daughter's picture inside. Subtle distinction, but it's the distinction nonetheless. And it's the truth.
Wait, then why? Why is the victim wearing a locket with a picture of your daughter inside it?
Sometimes the straightest path to the truth isn't the best one. Give it time. You're still just getting started with your career.
Speaking of which, I may be out of a job. I work for Gavin Law Offices after all. I still can't believe I just saw Mr. Gavin get led away in handcuffs.
Apollo,
Yeah?
how about coming to work for me?
Huh? You mean at the Wright and Co. law offices?
I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't. Oh wait, no,
That's me. I mean, there's not a single attorney in my generation that doesn't know it.
I can't imagine that to be true, but
Wait, but didn't you... You're not a...
no, I turned on my badge. Yes, I'm not an attorney anymore.
But that doesn't mean he can't still own the place, I guess. Or he gave it to someone else. That incident 7 years ago. That legendary trial. And at the middle of it all was one man. Phoenix Wright. The case reached its sad conclusion and he left law for good. Have you ever thought about coming back to the courts?
I'm not qualified to stand in a court of law, I'm afraid. Didn't you notice in today's trial? There was a single piece of forged evidence.
Forged evidence? What are you talking about?
Talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. Not a magician's trick.
Somebody piece of evidence. Struck me as odd, it's true. It just seemed, well, too perfect. I'll bet this was the forged evidence. It was my attorney badge, obviously.
Yep.
The fifth ace?
It's definitely your attorney badge.
Yeah, 100%.
It was so important
Uh-huh.
in the case.
Victim's hand, the bloody ace. It was his cell phone, right?
Go with your gut.
Take that!
You mean this, don't you? I got this from your daughter, Mr. Wright.
Yes, that card couldn't have been found at the crime scene. Why? Because the killer took it with him when he left. Leaving the wrong card in its place. Luckily for us.
It's a fraud. Yeah, he did say it was a fraud.
God, how can you be so sure?
So he literally admitted it to being a fraud right there. Just in a very
Pretty
sly
much.
way. That's funny.
That verdict was already handed down 7 years ago.
Then you really...
Yes, I forged this card.
Dang.
One look at the crime scene should have told you it wasn't real.
But you can't do something like that and call yourself an attorney.
Calling themselves an attorney, Apollo.
Me? So it's true. The rumor is true. 7 years ago.
None of that matters much now, does it?
I punched him. Oh gosh, he did.
It's your story from here on out, Apollo.
Dang.
Perhaps I can help you turn the next page. My office address. Drop in if you like.
Mr. Wright,
Oh, buy your uppercut. Try yelling, take that, next time. I find it packs a little more punch. Apollo, thanks for today. I had a good time.
And with that, Mr. Wright walked out the door. And that's how my first trial ended. A lot of mysteries went unsolved. And at the time, I had no idea they were all related. Every mystery that day, connected by a single thread of logic. I'll find that out soon enough. My name is Apollo Justice, attorney at law. And this is how my story begins.
Yippee!
I think it was a good time to end.
Yeah.
It was 2 hours and almost 30 minutes. Need save.
Yes. Definitely safe.
Turn the menu. Alright, that's fun. Thanks for narrating with me and
Yep.
helping me with the times I got stuck.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
See you later.